Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kahakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be a really quick video. I was just kind of thinking, man, you know, um, when you look around, man, everybody got their Halloween decorations up. Everybody, I went out today to the store real fast, and I just see everybody in their, their church suits and everything, man. And you ask them, do you have any idea what's going on around the world? They more than likely couldn't tell you, or if they could, it's like, do you know the context of it? Do you know why this stuff is happening? Do you know why so-called black people? Let's just stick with black people since that's all everybody care about. As far as they don't care about the black, Latino, or Native American, but just black, which they don't care about that either. But why so-called black people are going through what they're going through, right? Do you have any idea why? And like the start of it, the root of it. Do you know the root of it? Do you know why that stuff is happening? They more than likely couldn't tell you, man. It's because we're put under a deep sleep. Our people are put under a deep sleep. They're going to continue to celebrate their Halloweens and their what's after Halloween? I guess Thanksgiving and Christmases and stuff like that. They're going to continue to do that stuff, right? But they don't have any idea what's coming, man. They have no idea what's coming. Okay. So what we want to do, I'm just kind of going to roll through Second Ezra, the 5th chapter a little bit. All right. Second Ezra, the 5th chapter. All right. And the first verse. And I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just trying to reading a couple verses, man. Just to show that, man, serious times is getting ready to come upon this earth, man. All right, serious times is getting ready to come upon the earth. Second Ezra, chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, all right, behold, the days shall come, all right, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. All right, so a token is an omen, a sign. All right, that's all you gotta remember, man. A token is an omen or a sign, man. All right, and being the people being taken in great number. All right, the people being taken in great number. All right, and the way of, all right, truth. So like in the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. So the people taking a great number, man. Let's talk about Jacob's trouble, man. All right, let's talk about Jacob's trouble. Okay, because there's going, and even right now, you're right, the land barren of faith, and the truth is hidden. This is why you have the book of Matthew, the 13th chapter, that said, what? It is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. That was back then, right? That was back then, and it was a mystery for a lot of people back then. Can you imagine now, man? Can you imagine now? This is why you have most of the world, of all nations, including Israelites, against Israelites against us. And then especially Great Millstone, you got it damn near every other Israelite camp against us, man. You don't hear not one Israelite can't really talk good about us, man. Because we go in everything, man. We go in everything, and you know what? We don't really say nothing good about them either. It's, well, with their doctrine, so pretty much it ain't really them. It's their doctrine, all right, that we attack. Which they push it, so we tell them, it's their doctrine. Ain't nothing personal. It just is what it is. The Lord put us here to defend the doctrine, and that's what we're going to continue to do by the Lord's will, right? And we're going to continue to do that, all right? And so like it. It's our job to warn you that this place, man, the Lord is. Let me keep reading. Verse 2, it says, "But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, all right, or that thou hast heard long ago." Now, and that's because you got this man in rulership, man. You got this devil in rulership right now, man. The earth ain't clean. We ain't clean. Ain't nobody clean, man. Obviously, if the earth ain't clean, ain't nobody gonna be clean, man. You know, earth is just polluted, man. The earth is mourning. Remember, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, man. The earth mourns and fades away, right? Because you got this man who is in rulership. This is why you have men and women that's way, way, way out of control, man. There is no order here, and whatever is good is looked at as bad, and whatever is bad is looked at as good, man. You know, the Lord said, what did the scripture say? It said, "What? Woe to you that put light for darkness and darkness is light," right? That that pretty much put good for evil, evil for good, right? Verse 3, it says, "And the land that thou seest now to have root, all right, shall thou see wasted suddenly." And we know what that is, man. All right, we know what that is. "But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day." That sun and moon is wisdom and understanding, man. You know, the wisdom and the understanding. And it said that thou shalt see after the third trumpet. That third trumpet, you know, because they're Salakia, correct, obviously correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, there's seven, right? There's seven. We've been over the seven trumpets, all right. Now, within those seven trumpets, the third one is what? Because within that time era, one of those trumpets, we're going to lose, who we are. We're going to lose our identity. We're going to, be serving slavery and stuff like that, right? The third trumpet is 1619, man. Pretty much slavery, right? And that's why I said that thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine in the night, right? And the moon thrice in the day. So after all that, after we lose our identity, Hosea could break that down as well. As far as in the book of Hosea, in the first two books, I want to say, he pretty much shows his representation with his wife and his children, as far as Gomer, as far as Hosea and his unfaithful wife Gomer, and he had children, right, who are also wicked, right? That's a representation of the Lord's relationship with the Israelites. Now in Hosea the third chapter, right? Hosea the third chapter, it talks about our salvation, right? Because we're stiff-necked people. You can even see this in the book of Baruch, all right? In the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. They shall call on the name of the Lord. That's what this is talking about. So after that third trumpet, right, is what you're seeing right now. Us being out there, us doing these lessons and these videos, waking up to who we really are. We're coming back to the voice of the Heavenly Father and doing what we're doing, man. All right? This is why I said the sun and the moon is going to shine, man. Right? The sun and the moon is going to shine. That's our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Right? That's our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is shining. And it's shining real bright now, man. Right? Because now we remembering who we are. And now these devils got a problem with that. They are still continuing, to hold on to the fact that they're the actual chosen people. This is why they have a problem with that. This is why we, mainly at Great Millstone, is getting our videos flagged, man. Right? Because we are speaking highly against that. We will continue through the spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI to tell you goddamn devils that we are the chosen seed of the Most High, man. All right? Verse 5. And this is my main point here, verse 5, because this is a lot. It's a lot of shit that's getting ready to happen, man. It's a lot of shit that's getting ready to happen. Okay? Verse 5. It says, "And blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice." All right, and the people shall be troubled. You have a lot of people, out there that say, first off, let's break down this, and then I'll get back to that. But first, let's break down this, "and blood shall drop out of wood." All right. Usually, when it talks about wood, it's talking about trees. When it talks about trees, it's talking about the nations, right? And there's a few scriptures that back that up, but I'm just kind of flowing through this right now. So when it talks about the trees or even mountains, right, or even mountains, it's talking about nations of people, all right, and blood dropping out of wood. That's YAHAWASHI, man. You know, that's YAHAWASHI. That's why I just mentioned the stone. The stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled. How is the stone going to give his voice? Now back to the point I was getting ready to make, because now that's going to get ready to jump into that. We are going to get a scripture on that. When you read the book of Daniel, because you got a lot of people out there that say this so-called Jesus is not mentioned in the Old Testament. Well, the whole time, yes, he is. Quite a few times, actually. One of the ways that he's mentioned in the Old Testament is the very first book of the Bible, the very first chapter, and the very first verse. That is YAHAWASHI, who the world really calls Jesus Christ, and the angels. This right here, since we know Second Esdras is technically the so-called Old Testament, the Apocrypha is technically so-called the Old Testament. All right, this is another way. Right, this is another way. The stone, and even in Daniel. Let's get that real quick. Right, because this is YAHAWASHI, man, sending judgment on this place because it is needed. Well, let's get the book of Daniel, and I'm just getting to the main point. I'm not going to break this all down. Let's get the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 34. All right. Get the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 34. Okay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out with hands, all right, which smote the image upon his feet, all right, that were of iron and clay, and break them into pieces, all right, that break them into pieces. That stone is YAHAWASHI, man. When you smite a statue upon its feet, because right now we at the foot, all right. When you smite a statue, all right, now this is going into we all know the statue of the kingdoms, all right. We all know the statue of the kingdoms. Now, when you smite a statue, all right, upon the feet, right, it all falls. So which means, because America, when you look at America, man, when you look at America, it's pretty much, or even just this world itself. You have all it is, like you read Revelation. I'm trying to, Salaki, I'm just reading other stuff. When you read Revelation 18, it pretty much said what? Because Revelation 18, it said, I see the queen and no widow and stuff like that. Every wicked ass empire that was set up on this place had the same mindset as America. This is how you know America is every one of those kingdoms mixed up in one. So once America is finished, it's all through, man. It's all through. That daily wound being healed, the ancient Roman Empire, right? In Revelation, I believe the 13th chapter, that's what that is. Now, that iron and clay, which is America, is the NATO and EU. All right? NATO and EU. This place needs to fall, man. This place is way out of fucking control. And you people... And the reason I'm doing this video is because you people out there, man, y'all continue to walk by, y'all continue to, scoff on our videos and stuff like that. And this is why we don't argue back and forth with y'all. It's a waste of time. Because if you either get it or you don't. You'll see. You'll see. It ain't even no sooner or later. It's going to be soon, man. Y'all going to see real soon. Look at what the hell is happening around the world right now, man. Wars and threats. Missile launches and stuff like that, nuclear threats. Come on, man. The inflation. Again, I just went out to the store today. Only bought like 4 items, right? And it ran up to 60. 60 goddamn dollars for just 4 things, man. Right? The gas prices. But again, man, y'all have no idea where that's coming from. We'll immediately tell you, man, it's the Most High. The Most High wants this to happen. And you can't do anything about that. We need to stand up, and we need to protest, and we need to fight. Y'all have been protesting. These protests have been going on for hundreds of years, man. Right? These protests have been going on for years, man. Not hundreds, I'm just over-exaggerating. But hell, they had protests back then. Protests ain't new, right? So yeah, let's go with hundreds of years, right? But let's even go back 50, 60, 70 years ago, man. Yeah, y'all have had these protests over and over and over again, and look at everybody. You still continue to having these protests, and look at everybody. Look at everybody, right? You women, y'all have protests that have rights. Look at everybody now. Look at everybody now, man. All right? I remember hearing somebody said that. They were like, as soon as it's like things got worse when women, started getting this, freedom all of a sudden, man. And it's not even just freedom, you know. The Lord said, "What? Give not a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad." What do you think that means? Keep her ass in check. Sirach 11, the 11th chapter said, "What? Be sure to keep watch over a shameless daughter." Be sure to keep watch over a shameless daughter. This place needs to fall, man. You think that's happening right now? These fathers, they teaching their daughters that don't hell, fight men. You as strong as them. But yet I had somebody tell me not too long ago, oh, boys are still stronger than girls. They could be overpower us easily. What is it, man? Pick one. Pick one. Are you stronger or are you weaker? I hear every woman in the world calling themselves a goddamn queen. Shit's getting boring and played out, man. But this is why this place it needs to fall. When I see these, as they say how queens are supposed to behave, which we ain't gonna have no queen BS. None of that queen BS in the kingdom. All right, but I'm just saying, in this world's perspective, the way I see how queens are supposed to behave, I don't see that. I just see another beastly ass woman trying to call herself a queen. Fucking ridiculous, man. But that's why I'm doing this video through the spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Again, it's part of prophecy. The Lord, that's what this is, man. The Lord is getting ready to smite the statue upon his feet, man. That stone. YAHAWASHI is getting ready to come back and smite this statue upon his feet. Because this place is way out of control. This place is absolutely out of control. And it needs to happen. Alright, so giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Shalom.